Happy birthday, shout out song. Let's sing happy birthday to someone. Candace. Happy birthday from Joshua. Xavier. Happy birthday from Jessica. Melissa. Happy birthday from Jonathan. It's a happy birthday song, so let's all sing along. One more time. Happy birthday, shout out song. Yeah! Disclaimer, the happy birthday shout-out song may not actually be sung on your birthday. This is because Teamudf may have not done a Teamudf news episode on your birthday, or badgers have taken over the world. If you would like to give your possibly delayed happy birthday shout-out on an episode of Teamudf News, send Teamudf a PM with your name and the name of your shout-out. Happy birthday shout-out song! Yeah! Hey everyone, Teamudf here for another episode of Teamudf News, and that was the happy birthday shout-out song. Let's go ahead and see how long that lasts. One episode, probably. No, okay. So today we're going to do random stuff and talk about random stuff because that's what we do.
You have the hands of a healer.
Anyway. So, okay, the first thing I want to talk about, and I'm probably going to do a cut there, is, I'm going to talk about advertising and shoutouts for other people's channels and stuff. Occasionally, I will get a PM or two from someone wanting me to drop the name of their channel or drop their name in one of my videos, tell everyone to go watch their stuff and everything. Now, I have discussed this with a couple people before, but in an effort to quell it even more, you know, I'm just going to point out that more or less, I'm not going to do that. Like, not even more or less. We're not even going to use that as a halfway point. No, straight up, no, I'm not going to do it. Now, the reason I'm not going to do it is because most of the time, I don't know the person asking for advertising. You know, if I know someone, they're probably not likely to ask for advertising anyway. They know that if I like their stuff, I'm going to shout out for them anyway. By natural means. So, I do appreciate that you guys are watching my videos, as always, of course, and I also appreciate the idea that you could be trying to get into Let's Playing as well, or something along those lines. Maybe you just want to show off your music, or your art or something. But, if I start doing this, at one point, I'm not going to remember a shout-out, or I'm going to have to reject someone for some purpose, and then fights are going to break out, and chaos is going to ensue, and we don't want that. We don't want chaos. We want happy, fun things to happen on this channel. No, but in all seriousness, like, you guys know I can barely remember to talk about my own news in videos. Like, if I didn't have something written down on a Word document sitting right next to the game screen right now, I probably wouldn't be able to do Teamudf News because I would forget what I'm supposed to talk about. So yeah, if I can't remember my own news, I'm definitely not going to remember random shoutouts if I don't know the person. And if it happens naturally. Speaking of which, I'm getting kind of slow building that little gaming community thing I was going to try to go for, but I don't know, whatever. Hi, everybody! Hi, everybody! Shut up. The Harrier. You're the Harrier's dead. Oh no, he's not. He's unconscious. Let's run away. Okay, so that's about it. So, please, if I don't know you, do not ask me to advertise, and don't try to get to know me just for the sake of me being able to advertise your channel, because then I'll pick up on it and I will destroy you. But in any case, okay, so let's go ahead. I have a couple small notes for The Legend of Zelda. Now, the first thing I want to point out is I really have not been able to work on my game lately. I don't think it's going to slip into the threshold that, that Pale Soul did, because I still have a ton of ideas for Silent Fade. And there's definitely not a shortage like there was in Pale Soul, so whenever I get a chance I should be able to pick that up, but I'm just really letting you guys know this because some of you tend to think that I do these things like non-stop. I mean, you might inadvertently think that, or it might just seem natural to think about it that way, but no, I'm not doing it non-stop, and I haven't been able to for a while, so any kind of demo and bonus footage and whatever else is probably going to be delayed. Honestly, I've probably worked more on the tutorial quest by now than or not by now, but like overall, but lately, I've been working more on the tutorial quest than I have been my actual game. So yeah! Let's go ahead and commit death. Hey! You dead. And the other thing is, this will be the recurring theme for the video, but I did, if you didn't hear that over the sprig in there, I said this is going to be a recurring theme for the video, but I did go to my student teaching orientation the other day. This is where we found Ruin Tale, isn't it? But anyway, I went to my student teacher orientation, and I got to look at the rubric of everything we're expected to do and whatnot. And in my opinion, I think my writing and my channel are in trouble, if only because I do them at the same time. So, as it relates to The Legend of Zelda, after Dawn to Twilight, I may take a break before doing the next quest. I might be able to do more ZQuest Guide, or if I'm done with ZQuest Guide and nobody is asking any questions, I might be able to just do a few quest episodes here and there, but nothing terribly full-time for a while, probably. Like I'm still kind of... My situation is weird, and maybe I'll talk about that in the next Teamudf news episode, but, you know, it's like, I don't know what to expect right now. Weird things are kind of going on with my placement and whatnot. But yeah, as far as Zelda's related, I might take a break after Dawn to Twilight because of the semester. Alright, so for the next thing I want to talk about is EVE Online. Oh boy. Yeah, I only have one note to make here, actually, and it's... I honestly, like, that project may just go away when the semester starts. Because of a number of issues, not just necessarily the semester, the most obvious issue being my lack of playing time. If you're in the UDF Corporation, or you were in the UDF Corporation, you know that I haven't been able to get on lately, and that disappoints me, and that's disappointed some of you that have been trying to play. I can't even explain what happened. I don't know. Like, it just hasn't been working so far. My friend and I are going to try and resurrect it somehow, but then it's a matter of when are we going to be able to try that resurrection. So yeah, I really don't know what the status of that project is. I would like to tell you guys that it's not going to be dropped, but at this point I am going to open the realm of possibility that it's going to be dropped. Alright, so as for Minecraft, I'm kind of being a downer right now, but that may also disappear when the semester starts. I'm looking through all these things that I'm saying will disappear, like when the semester starts. I mean temporarily. Maybe not for EVE, but for Minecraft and Zelda, I definitely mean temporarily. Just while work and stuff goes on and whatever the crap else. But yeah, in any case. The heck? Alright, I haven't found the...
You have my ears.
Oh, what is this? Oh. Wait a minute. Why is there no... Wait a minute. Well, whatever. Okay, there's two of them. I just haven't found this one yet. Whoops. Anyway... Now I lost my train of thought. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see if I can get back on it. Yeah, so I'm not trying to be a downer or anything, but I just really want to make sure that... Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so I was going through the list of, like, views and everything, what typically gets more views, and Oblivion is actually still dominating. I remember mentioning a while ago that I thought Minecraft was catching up, but no, I think Oblivion is still in first place here, and quite, by quite a lead. So that's why I'm, like, not knocking anything out from Oblivion yet. I've got some news about that, but I'm kind of just going to add to what I said in the last episode. But yeah, so while I am doing semester work and everything, I just want to make sure that the channel is at a point where I'm at least adhering to the views of the majority of the people, because you know that old saying, you can... Well, you guys know it anyway, but... So yeah, probably going to be some changes around here for a while, and then when December rolls around, I'm going to flip out and start recording the crap out of everything. Oblivion news! Okay, since, I guess people either didn't get the idea last time, or they just ignored it, or they were trying to make a last-minute rush to get their recommended mods on my list, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. I am closing, finally, the future mod reviews recommendations list, like where you guys could request stuff and everything, and I would go through it in a certain order. Yeah, I'm closing that list for now, at least, because there's just so much to get through, and we're less than 3 months away from Skyrim here, so definitely want to knock a lot of those out of the way, because, as I said last time, when Skyrim comes out, guess what I'm not going to want to do for a while? This stuff, minus Tales, probably. So, yeah. And, like I said, I don't know if people were just trying to mad dash to get their mods on the list before or whatever, but I'm just not doing it, it's not happening. So whatever was on the list before last episode, it's going to be what the list is. But on a brighter note, I am getting close to 2,500 subscribers. That is a big number for me, and thank you guys so much. Like, really, thank you guys. I love how I'm just discovering things I probably shouldn't be. But anyway, so for the 2,500 subscriber celebration, I don't have a clue what I'm going to do for anything else, but for Oblivion specifically, what I am going to try to do is a mod review marathon, in which I will try to do as many mods from the list as possible, even if it's just like 1 or 2 of them, but recording straight through and just finishing them off. Because even if I'm only knocking off 1 or 2 mods here, that's still going to be 1 or 2 fewer mods before Skyrim. And that will make me happy, because that'll make me feel better about actually doing all these things. So yes, at some point I'm going to try and make that mad dash for the mod reviews. Don't ask about that mod. Anyway. So yeah, my aim is just knocking stuff off the list. Once the list has calmed down a bit, once I'm over Skyrim being completely brand new and everything, then I will open the list back up again. Because you know right offhand there's going to be that group of people that think Skyrim is the best thing ever. There's going to be that group that won't mind playing both. There's going to be that group that says, oh man, Skyrim sucks, go back to Oblivion. And there's going to be that vintage group where even though Skyrim is new to them, they're going to be loyal to Oblivion and stick with it for other reasons. So yeah, eventually we'll get that all squared away and worked out. But for now, stay tuned to the 2,500 subscribers marathon. Hopefully. I'm sure it'll hit soon. But if it hits, I know it'll hit soon, so it won't hit in the middle of the semester or anything, so I should be able to do it. Should be able to do it. As long as I put everything else down for a day or two. I don't know, I might have to do that. But that's okay. Alright, so that'll do it for Oblivion, I think. Well, kind of. My next segment is actually Tales from Cyrodiil, Mage's Guild. Drown. Drown, fail. Okay, no. What I'm going to do, actually, for Tales is I've decided that I'm going to call Season 1, which is what we're on right now, the pilot season. And Season 1 is going to end as soon as the Sunder confrontation is over. Once my storyline for that particular artifact is done, I'm going to end Season 1. And the reason I'm doing this, well, I'm doing this for various reasons, and I really don't want to elaborate on all of them, but I am going to start a season listing thing for Oblivion, and once Sunder's fight is over, that's going to be it for Season 1. In Season 2, I'm going to be attempting to go back to the spontaneous nature that the early Season 1 episodes had. Now, if this means leaving voice actors out of episodes for an extended period, I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I just don't care and I need to do it. Tales is drastically different from the regular stories I write, so I just need to take another approach with it. Because for me, writing comedy mixed with action and seriousness doesn't work as well as improvising, and remember, for me, it doesn't work as well for me. You know, when I'm writing jokes and spending time thinking about how the lines have to be delivered and everything, certain jokes just, they end up seeming forced or wasted to me. I don't know, I don't feel too good about all of them. So, starting with, yeah, Season 2, I don't know if I'll be changing the intro or anything, because the intro will still be relevant to everything that'll be going on, but yeah. The Sunder confrontation will end Season 1, and then we will be going on Tales from Cyrodiil, Season 2. And another note I want to make, and I'm kind of I'm really hesitant to point this out, but I am going to try to point it out this time for the sake of me having to adhere to it after I point it out. But starting with Tales 11, there's also going to be what I'm going to call a script deadline. Now, this is for myself. This is not for anybody else. This is not for the voice actors. Basically, how it's going to work is if I have not finished an episode, like the script for an episode, after a certain number of days, I'm just going to slap a to be continued sticker on it and PM everybody their lines and record the footage. And we're going to do whatever I've recorded for that point. I really don't care if it's like 3 to 5 minutes of footage. No, we're moving on with this thing. We're going to make a relatively... Somehow, I'm going to fight this thing and make a relatively stable series as far as episodes coming out regularly and stuff. Somehow. This is my next attempt at doing this. However, what I'm not going to do is... I'm not going to announce the exact number of days I've set for this, because if I tell you guys the exact number of days I've set for this, people will drive me crazy with it and make it into a chore. And when Tales becomes more of a chore than a hobby, we're ending up with large episode gaps like this one between 9 and 10 right now. So, yeah. I'm going to kind of let that one flow on its own. I've got my secret system and everything, and we're going to be moving on with it. And jumping on water and Darkness Guild. Whoa, that was nifty. Want to do that? Yeah, that's awesome. This is really cool. Did not know you could do this. Alright. Okay. I think that'll do it for this episode of Teamudf Gaming, actually, but I do want to point something else out. Teamudf News. No, definitely not Teamudf Gaming. Oh, man. Bad botch there. But no, okay. So, in any case now, I'm just finding a bunch of new stuff. Atrocious Tower. Atrocious. Okay, so stop getting distracted now. Yeah, like I'll be able to do that. Ooh, flowers. Okay, stop it. Anyway, if I ever say what I'm trying to do here is open up a Q&A thing in Teamudf News. Like if I say something in the episode that you're confused about, or you want more clarification on, or you have a question you want answered next time on Teamudf News, go ahead and ask it here. Do not turn this into, what mod is that? Or, what mod is this? What mod is the thing from? And, when will something continue? No, that's not the point of the Q&A session, because by the time I answer that kind of stuff, you know, it will be irrelevant, because I don't make Teamudf News on a regular basis for anything. Even the Happy Birthday Shoutout song, which is entirely random, and I don't know how I came up with it, but yeah. Happy Birthday Shoutout song. I'll see you next time on Teamudf News. But yeah, thanks to everybody for watching, and go ahead and ask those questions if you want. Remember, not those kinds of questions. And yeah, bye. Yeah, let's go ahead and have a fight on screen because I didn't have many fights. You there? Oh. Alright then. You also don't have to ask about things like pertaining to the games I already play. You could ask about other games, or what I think about something, you know, really, Q&A session. But not related to, like I said before, what mod is that in, and when are you going to do my world, and when's the next whatever coming out? Because otherwise I'm going to have to do this. Don't you just love how I, like, say bye and everything, and then I keep you guys here for a couple more minutes? Yeah, isn't that fun? For reals this time. See you guys later.